New multi-viewer magic from Ensemble Designs. Stunning detail and simple setup. Easy, click-to-fill configuration for your Mac, PC, or iPad. The new Avenue Multi-Viewer from Ensemble Designs.
Hi, I'm Phil Kurz with Broadcast Engineering. Today I'm joined by Barry Sandrew. Barry is the founder of Legend 3D. Thanks for being here, Barry.
Sure.
This weekend, you presented at NAB the good, the bad, and the ugly of 3D conversion. So what was your message to the folks at your session?
Well, we've all seen good conversion, we've all seen bad conversion, we've all seen, well, a lot of us in the industry have seen ugly conversion. I mean, as far as good conversion is concerned, I think that conversion has matured, and the top tier studios, the top tier conversion studios, I think have really set a high bar, finally, in quality. Evidence of that is Top Gun, which a 27-year-old film, which we converted, and Jurassic Park, which just came out, that Stereo D did. That's a 20-year-old film. I think those two films are some of the finest examples of conversion to date. And so as far as good is concerned, I think it's getting to the point of exceptional. As far as bad is concerned, we've all seen bad, as I said, but it's often difficult to pinpoint what it is that's bad. Mm-hmm. But we know bad when we see it. And there's many reasons why conversion can be bad. One is that the conversion studio may not have the experience, the understanding of 3D, the knowledge of 3D, or they may do a lot of cheats or shortcuts for economic reasons. But you know, bad is a significant issue in terms of audience acceptance. There's one other really important reason why some conversion is bad that I believe that is very important. And I brought it up during the SMPTE Summit, and I don't think many people, if any of the people in the audience, recognized it. And that is that no two people see 3D the same way. Now, if you're nearsighted, and I got a show of hands, about 1/3 of the people were nearsighted. The most common correction for nearsightedness is monovision. That says it all, doesn't it? What happens is you've got one weak eye, one strong eye. The weak eye, the optometrist will correct for reading. The strong eye will correct for far. And what that means is that when you're looking at a 3D movie, your brain is going to essentially shut this one off. So your stereo vision is compromised, and we call that stereo blindness. I had that experience myself 5 years ago when I was developing the technology. My artists when we were collaborating with my artists were seeing things and getting excited about stuff that I really didn't understand. I was obviously not seeing what they were seeing. So I went to the optometrist and he explained, well, you got monovision. And fortunately I found one that understood about binocular vision. He tested my binocular vision and it was compromised. So what I did was I got my contacts 2015 evenly balanced for both eyes. And there's another thing that's affected when you have monovision. Your accommodation convergence ratio is affected. That is, when you focus on something, your eyes converge, and the precision in which they converge, that's your ratio. Higher the ratio, the more accurately they converge. And if you're handicapped because of monovision, that sort of drifts. So you are really damaged in that way. The interesting thing is, as filmmakers and as conversion stereographers, the most important instrument we use in our business, in our craft, is our visual system. Is the very last thing we ever think about calibrating. And I think that there's a lot of people who are doing conversion who simply have this problem. The other problem is that we don't perceive 3D the same way. We all understand fine art. I'm sure you can see fine art, you can appreciate fine art, you can describe it, but can you reproduce it? No. I can't. Maybe you can.
No, I certainly can't.
Well, I think the same is true with 3D. With conversion, it's a very fine art, and we put our artists through a screening test, and about 25 to 30% of them actually understand 3D enough for us to go on to the training period. So it's a very significant thing. So those people who are practiced in it and really have studied it in the top tier companies, they've got it. But some of the other companies, some of the ankle biters I call them, they have problems. And when you get to ugly, some of those ankle biters from all over the world, they send me demos of their best stuff,
Right.
and they claim to be the best in their country, and it's absolutely horrible. And I showed some of that stuff because they're unsolicited. They come to me, and they're essentially unwatchable. But what is also unwatchable, and that is very prominent here, is real-time conversion. And I think real-time conversion is an insult to the audience. It simply doesn't work. When I see real-time conversion, oftentimes I have to put my glasses upside down because I think the eyes are inverted. And in fact, some of the stuff is inverted. Not the entire frame, but some things are inverted because all of the assumptions you use to do real-time conversion don't hold up for an entire shot. Some conversion studios are trying to do a hybrid. You do real-time conversion, and then you do some creative conversion, but very minimal to save money. And it's very cheap to do, but the quality simply isn't there. So that's the good, bad, and the ugly of conversion.
Now, just one other question. Obviously, you were approaching your presentation from the professional side of things.
Yeah.
But this whole issue of monovision that you brought up,
Yeah.
that also affects all the audience members.
That's exactly right.
And so how does that get addressed? How can that ever be addressed?
Well, I addressed this at an ophthalmology conference, a panel, and I think it was the president of the American Ophthalmology Association was there, and I raised this issue with myself and the rest of the audience. They said, you know, we're part of the problem. They don't even know. You go to an ophthalmologist, most of them don't even know, aren't really concerned about binocular vision. I mean, how many people go and get their binocular vision tested? Very few, if any, unless they're in this business. So I think it's something we have to start addressing now. And I think that with the glasses, the 3D glasses, I've got some great glasses, Top Gun glasses, and they're very stylish. And I also have some prescription 3D glasses. And I think that's where it'll go eventually.
Wow. All right. Well, Barry, thanks for taking out a few minutes to come and talk about 3D conversion today.
Sure, my pleasure.
Thank you.